Hello students and welcome to another video of IELTS with Coach Brad. I am of course Coach Brad, and today we are going to continue looking at writing task 2. This time we're going to look at the problem and solution essay. The problem and solution essay is just as it sounds. The question will give you a problem. You need to say why it's a problem, and you also must give some solutions to the problem. Before I continue, if you enjoy these videos, then like, share and subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments box below the video. So, let's begin! Let's have a quick look at a sample question. In this case, it is about internet security. Nowadays, a lot of private information is shared over the internet, often without the user's knowledge. What are the most serious problems associated with cybersecurity, and what solutions can you suggest? The way you know it's a problem and solution essay is it probably says the word problem in the topic, or a very similar word, possibly one which is in the vocabulary I will teach later in this video. It will also ask you to provide a solution or to fix the problem, solve the problem, address the issue, something like that. And that is your instruction where you need to give solutions to the topic. Some other examples of question types which you might get, the problem might be about pollution, global warming, expensive healthcare. I have seen example questions with junk food, and you need to provide solutions to all of these. They are usually problems which affect most parts of the world. So, a really important part of this essay type is to have some vocabulary which will introduce the problems and the solutions. And they are a great way to start your paragraph. You don't want to have a long list of problems and solutions. 2 or 3 of each is plenty. Definitely not more than that. In fact, if you're not really a quick writer and you think you will struggle to get to the 250 word limit, I suggest just 2 problems. If you are a strong writer, 3 is probably better and you can go a little bit beyond the 250 word limit. A big part of the problem and solution question type is showing the results of both the problem and the result of your solution. And to be honest, it makes it pretty simple if you just follow the structure on this next page. For the problem and solution essay, there are 2 different structures which I can recommend. You can do whichever one you prefer, but I have read many textbooks and seen many experts. Some use the structure in the red, and others use the structure I have given in the blue. Both structures have an introduction and a conclusion, but the structure in the red has the problem and the solution to that problem all in one paragraph, and then you do the same thing for your second problem and your second solution. However, on the right with the blue font, you can have all the problems in the first paragraph of the main body and all the solutions in the second part of the main body. It's up to you how you wish to proceed. So here is my plan. I have decided I have 2 main problems. The first issue with cybersecurity is hackers, and the second is businesses selling personal information. My solution to the hackers is to manage passwords better, and my solution to businesses selling information is for the government to make new laws which stop the sale of data. Let's have a look at some vocabulary which you can use so you don't always need to use the words problem and solution. Let's start with junk food. The main issue with junk food is that it causes people to become unhealthy. Now my solution? To address this issue, schools should teach students from a young age about a healthy diet. Let's now have a look at the topic of pollution. The biggest concern with pollution is that it creates poor air quality which we breathe. To overcome these concerns, governments should reduce the tax on electric cars, which don't emit any pollution. Another worrying trend. Let's use the topic of healthcare. Another worrying trend is that healthcare has become very expensive. To solve this problem, taxes should be increased and more money can be given to public healthcare facilities. So moving on, I have created a sample paragraph, and these are the things that you will want to include in your main body. Firstly, introduce the problem. The biggest concern with shared information online is that it creates an opportunity for hacking. Now we want to talk about the result of that. There are many consequences of this, such as viewing personal information, accessing your bank account, or even stealing your identity to commit crimes. Now is a good time to insert an example. For example, if someone could access your online payment details, they could use them to purchase items using your money. Now we need to finish the paragraph with a solution. To address this issue, cybersecurity experts recommend using many different passwords instead of just the same one. Now the result of my solution. So as you can see, it's a good idea to put the result of the problem and the result of the solution. As a result, if someone does somehow steal your password, they can only use it in one place. Next, I'm ready to make the second paragraph in my main body. The problem and solution for that was businesses stealing people's data and then selling it. So that is the end of today's video. I've included a sample for you to read, but just remember, practice, practice, practice. And I'll see you next time.